What if I told you that in just 60 seconds, a scammer could clone your voice well enough to fool your own family? And what if they're already doing it? In 2023, voice cloning scams targeting elderly victims skyrocketed, with the Federal Trade Commission reporting losses exceeding $11 million from impersonation fraud. One grandmother received a call from someone using technology to perfectly mimic her grandson's voice, leading to a financial loss of several $1,000s in minutes. Freedom seekers, George here, and today we're diving deep into something that could affect every single one of us: AI security risks. Because here's the reality. Understanding these challenges isn't just helpful, it's absolutely critical for safely navigating this technological revolution that's happening right now. In the next 9 minutes, I'm going to reveal 3 areas where AI poses real risks that you need to know about. First, how bad actors are weaponizing AI tools in ways that might shock you. Second, the hidden biases and limitations in AI systems that could impact your life. And third, why maintaining your human skills isn't just recommended, it's essential for your future success. This isn't fear-mongering about avoiding AI. This is about becoming AI smart. So stick with me, because what you learn in the next few minutes could save you thousands of dollars and protect your family. Let's dive in. Before we continue, here's a startling fact. Cybersecurity experts say that by the end of this year, you'll likely encounter at least one AI-powered scam attempt. Are you ready for it?
The accessibility of AI tools has created a goldmine for fraudsters, and the scale is bigger than most people realize. Voice synthesis technology has become so sophisticated that creating a convincing voice clone now takes just minutes of clear audio and basic technical knowledge. The barrier to entry has collapsed completely. Here's what should alarm you. According to cybersecurity firm Pindrop, voice fraud attempts increased by a staggering 350% in 2023. And that's just what we know about. The real number is likely much higher. The Wall Street Journal reported earlier this year on cases where criminals used AI-generated voices in phone scams. While the technology isn't perfect yet, it's good enough to fool people in high-stress situations. The Hong Kong Monetary Authority has issued urgent warnings about deepfake technology being used in financial fraud. But here's the expert perspective that might surprise you. Dr. Sarah Chen, a cybersecurity researcher at MIT, points out, while AI-generated content in fraud is a growing concern, most successful scams still rely on social engineering techniques that have existed for decades. The technology amplifies existing methods rather than creating entirely new categories of crime. Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you about AI system biases could change how you use technology forever. The key insight here is crucial. These developments matter because the same tools that democratize content creation can be weaponized. However, creating truly convincing deepfakes still requires significant effort and technical skill for most applications. Your best defense? Awareness and verification, just like they've always been, but now more important than ever. Beyond intentional misuse, AI systems have built-in flaws that most users never think about, and these could be affecting decisions about your job, your health, and your future. AI systems learn patterns from training data, and here's the problem. That data reflects historical inequities and incomplete information. This isn't intentional discrimination. It's a technical challenge that researchers are scrambling to solve. Dr. Timnit Gebru, a leading AI ethics researcher, explains it perfectly. The challenge isn't that AI systems are inherently biased, but that they can perpetuate patterns present in training data without the contextual understanding that humans bring to decision-making. Let me give you a real example that made headlines. In 2018, Amazon had to shut down an experimental recruiting tool after discovering it was biased against women. The good news? They caught this during internal testing, before it went live. But imagine if they hadn't. Here's something that might shock you. AI diagnostic tools in healthcare are performing differently based on your demographic group, and you might not even know it's happening. In healthcare, researchers have documented cases where AI diagnostic tools perform differently across demographic groups, often due to underrepresentation in training datasets. This isn't theoretical. This could affect the quality of care you receive. Even social media algorithms have this problem. They optimize for engagement, which can amplify sensational content. A landmark 2018 MIT study found that false news stories spread 6 times faster than true stories on social media, a pattern that AI recommendation systems can accelerate. The critical takeaway? AI isn't untrustworthy, but it must be used thoughtfully with human oversight and a clear understanding of its limitations. What I'm about to share could determine whether AI becomes your greatest asset or your biggest weakness. Now, let's move to segment 3, balancing AI use with human skills. As AI becomes more prevalent, there's a hidden danger that could undermine your career and your cognitive abilities: skill atrophy. Dr. Michael Bennett, a cognitive scientist at Stanford, warns, there's legitimate concern about over-reliance on any tool that performs cognitive tasks for us. The key is using AI to augment human capabilities, rather than replace critical thinking skills. Educators are already reporting students struggling with original writing when they become overly dependent on AI assistance. The long-term implications are still emerging, but the early signs are concerning. Here's your action plan for balanced AI use. First, always verify important information from multiple sources, especially when making significant decisions. Second, regularly practice core skills without AI assistance to maintain your competency. Third, understand both the capabilities and limitations of every AI tool you use. The next 2 minutes contain the most important advice I can give you about AI safety. Dr. Rachel Adams, a technology policy researcher, puts it best. The most successful AI adoption involves understanding both what these tools can do well and where human judgment remains essential. It's about complementing human intelligence, not replacing it.
Closing, your AI security action plan. Here are today's 3 critical takeaways that could protect you and your family. First, AI tools can be weaponized for fraud. Stay vigilant with verification, especially with voice calls asking for money or personal information. Second, AI systems have inherent limitations and biases that could affect decisions about your job, health, and finances. Always maintain human oversight. Third, maintain your human skills alongside AI adoption to ensure you stay in control of the technology, not the other way around. Your action for this week: audit your current AI usage. Identify one area where you can implement better verification practices and one human skill you need to keep sharp. Next episode, we'll explore practical strategies for leveraging AI effectively while maintaining security and avoiding the common pitfalls. Remember, the goal is informed adoption, not fearful avoidance. Stay curious, stay critical, and stay engaged with this rapidly evolving technology landscape. This is George, encouraging you to embrace AI thoughtfully and safely, because your future depends on getting this right.